I know what it means to have little or no time, yet desire to grow in your relationship with God. You want to spend more time praying, studying, and fellowshipping with God, but you just don't have the time for that. I've done a lot of research, and I'm going to be telling you about 5 apps that can help your relationship with God. If you're interested in this video, please keep watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blessing, and if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I put up a new video. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I celebrate you. Thank you for always coming back. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So I'm going to be talking about 5 apps that can help your relationship with God. You know, there's a background story to this. There's always a background story. There's a background story to this. So at a point in my life, I was working 8 to 6 Monday to Friday and 8 to 2 p.m. every Saturday. It was choking, considering that I was coming from a place where I had time to talk to God, fellowship with God, spend hours praying, studying. It was really hard for me, and I felt I was shortchanging something very important for something of little value. That's the salary I was being paid. So I reached out to someone that I look up to, and I know is also in the corporate world. So I reached out to him and, shared my challenges with him, and he told me about an app that would help me. I read a book, Practice of the Presence of God, Practice of the Presence of God or something, by Brother Lawrence. I think I'm going to link it here. I read a book, or link it here in the description. So I read a book, and the book talks about how sometimes we desire to spend time just fellowshipping with God, but the truth is some of us still have to do our day-to-day lives. To live our day-to-day lives, we have to do our day-to-day activities, and there's really no time to spend all of the day praying or all of the day studying. But the important thing is to be conscious of the presence of God. So in order to help me, be conscious of the presence of God, the brother or the person introduced me to an app, and that is the first app I'm going to be talking about. The first app is the Bleep Bleep app. Bleep Bleep app. Yes, so what the app does is that it's like an alarm that alerts you to pray or to be conscious of the presence of God. So this is how it works. Let's say you set an alarm for an hour, so the alarm rings or your phone beeps every hour. That's 24 times in a day. Or if you just want to do it during the day, that's 12 hours during the day. So your phone rings or bleeps. So your phone bleeps for 24 hours in a day. So what I did then was, immediately this alarm rings or my phone vibrates, I become conscious. I intentionally pull my mind back to God. It is called the God pause. It's that moment where you pause and intentionally just talk to God. So what I did then, or what I do with the app, is when my phone rings, I intentionally just talk to God about what is happening at the moment. It could be, oh God, I'm so tired, this work is stressful. Oh God, someone just did something to me, and I just express myself to God. Imagine that happening 12 times in a day. Like, that's talking to God non-stop, and before you know it, it becomes an habit that you would not even need an app to remind you that you need to talk to God. And that's all for the Bleep Bleep app. Now let's talk about the second app I'm going to be introducing you to. This app is called the Pray Minder. I got to know about this app from another app that I'm going to be introducing you to. There are times that people just walk up to you, or people just chat you up and say, oh, please pray for me, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And then you promise to pray, but you sincerely forget to pray for them. So what this app does is it helps you to organize your prayers. You are reminded to pray at times that you get to set the alarm, to set the time that your phone rings or bleeps or vibrates, and reminds you that, oh, it is time to pray for this person, it is time to pray for that person. So one thing about this app is that it helps you to organize your prayer life. You can choose the prayer time, you can choose whenever you want to be reminded to pray, and you can also keep count of how many times you have prayed in a day. But then I discovered that the Android version of this app wasn't working well. According to the developers, they're trying to improve on the Android version, so it is working effectively on the iOS version is working effectively. So that drove me to look for an app that would serve this purpose and be useful for people with Android phones. That brings me to the third app I'm going to be talking about, which is the Prayer Mate app. So what this app does is quite similar to what the Pray Minder app does. It helps you to organize your prayers, and this is even much more beautiful than the Pray Minder app, in that you can have the list of the people you want to pray for. So when it is time to pray and then you pick up your phone to pray, you have the list of people you are praying for. You can group people, you can pray with friends on the app, you can pray the scripture. There are a lot of things that you discover on the app as you go. I hope you try it out. So the fourth app I'm going to be talking about is quite popular. I know a lot of people use that app already, but in case you don't know about it, the YouVersion app is an app that is very good for believers. I've talked about prayers, I've talked about consciously talking to God throughout the day. What this app does is it helps your Bible study. Like some other Bible apps that we have, this app has different versions of the Bible that you can use. It has the TPT, the KJV, the Amplified Classic, the Amplified, different versions of the Bible. So that is one of the features of that app. Another feature of the app, which I really love, is the daily devotion. And no, it is not just your regular daily devotion where you just read the Bible and then read a long note and then that's it. This app has a verse for the day, and then for that verse for the day, there is a video to watch which further explains that verse of the day. There is a note to read, there are prayer points to pray, and there are reflection points to there are things to reflect on. So this app is very good. Another good thing about this app that I really love is the fact that you can get to have Bible study with your friends. Yes, you can invite your friends, look for a Bible plan, take the Bible plan alongside your friends. Oh, I forgot to mention that you can look for any plan that you want on that Bible study app. So apart from the daily devotion, it can help your day-to-day life. Let's say you're going through something, or there's something you discover that there's a virtue you discover that you lack, or there's something you learn to know what the Bible talks about. You can just search for that thing. Let's say I want to learn more on love. I feel that, my showing love to people is kind of shaky and I need to grow more. I can just search for love on that app, look for different plans. I can sample the plans and then start the plan. Another thing is that you can have accountability partners. So this is how it works. You can make your plan visible to your friends. By doing that, they can see your progress and see when you have read the verse for the day and the notes for the day, and when you have not. Having that consciousness helps you to go back to the app and to maintain your streak. There are good things about this app, and I will not be able to exhaust it in this video, so do download it and check it out and let me know what you think. That brings me to the last app, which is very important for someone like me. This is like the biggest of them all. This is called the Christian Journal app. Yes, you heard me. Journaling is something that every believer should do, because God does not just talk to you about things you are going through at the moment. Sometimes He talks to you about things that are still in the future. He talks to you about things that is not just about you, but people around you. He talks to you about them, and taking notes helps you to, remember to use it when the time comes. There are a lot of times that we just write things in our notes and then the note is buried somewhere, and when we need it, we don't get to use it. So this app is very useful because your phone is always with you. So anytime you need to write something down, to pour out your heart, or God is speaking to you about something, just bring out your phone and type it. This is really beautiful. Another good thing about this app is that it is mobile. I was used to journaling with my regular journal and pen and the traditional way, until I had to travel a lot in a period of time. I kept traveling and I kept missing days of not journaling, not writing down, and it affected my Bible study. For someone like me that likes to journal things that I learned from my Bible study, it affected my Bible study. So it drove me to search for an app that I could download on my phone, and my phone is with me, it goes everywhere with me, because you can have something personal on the journal and you don't want to carry it about, so that people don't intrude your privacy. So this app has really been helpful. And if you have not been journaling before, one good thing about this app is there are journal prompts that can help you to know what to do or what to write. If you have never journaled before, I promise you, when you download this app, you begin to develop that habit of journaling, and it becomes something you would love to do. There are questions like your mood. You can start with your mood. When it asks you how you feeling today, you can just start with, I'm so sad, this is what happened, or I'm so excited, the joy of the Lord is the man. Before you know it, you are writing out your heart. Another good thing, or another prompt that I really love, is you have Bible reflections, memories, dreams, what God is talking to you about, a lot of things. I bet if you download this app and use it, it will help your walk with God and you will not regret it. So those are the 5 apps that have really been useful to me, and I believe would help you in your walk with God. Do not hesitate to download these apps. Try them out and let me know what you think. So that will be all for this video. Thank you for staying with me until this point. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends that will benefit from this video. If there's anyone that's been complaining to you, oh, my life with God, my walk with God, my relationship with God, tell them this is the video for them to watch. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.